let's identify the vertex of a quadratic function. So we're going to find the vertex of the graph of this quadratic function. I'll show you what it looks like. But our function is f of x equals negative 4x squared minus 8x minus 8. So the vertex, there's a formula for the vertex. And the way you find the vertex is, well, first let's show you what this thing is. For a quadratic function, it looks like a parabola. Whether it goes up or down, doesn't matter. There is always this turning point. That is your vertex. Here, here. So there's this thing called the axis of symmetry, which actually goes right through that and cuts that in half. So the left side and the right side are exactly the same. Y values are going to be equal, and it looks nice and pretty. So to find the vertex, what we're doing is we need to first find the x value, which is that axis of symmetry. And the x value is given as negative b over 2a. So it's actually the first part of the quadratic formula, without the plus minus and all the radicals. Once we find our x value, our y value is just going to be taking our x value and plugging it in to our function, and we'll have our y value. So that's the easiest way to do this. So our a value is negative 4. Our b value is negative 8. Our c value is negative 8. So I can write this. I could plug in negative 8 for b. I could plug in negative 4 for a. So that's 8 over negative 8. The x value is going to be negative 1 for our vertex. So to find the y value, we're taking this, and we're actually going to plug it in to our function. So it's going to be negative 4 times, we're using negative 1 as our x value, minus 8 times negative 1, minus 8. So here's the deal. This confuses students. This f of negative 1 is just notation. This means it's asking for the y value when x equals 1. That's all that notation tells you. So you don't do anything with that negative 1. That's the notation. So we have negative 4 times 1 plus 8 minus 8. So our y value is negative 4. So now that we have our x and our y, our vertex is going to be written as negative 1 comma negative 4. That's our point. So that would be our turning point. Whether it goes up or down, whether we have a positive or a negative face, smile, that's how we would identify our vertex. If your teacher wants you to write this in vertex form, you would just have to use the completing the square process to find the vertex and do it that way. So that's going to depend on them, and I have a video for that if you need it. So here, let's do another problem. So we're going to find the vertex here. Our a value is negative 1, b is 7, c is 8. So again, I'm looking for our x value. So negative b over 2a. So our x is going to be negative 7 over 2 times negative 1. So it's 7 halves. That's our x value. That means for this quadratic, our x value that goes vertically is going to be 7 halves. So to find the point, we need to find the y value. So we're going to do f of 7 halves. So we're plugging that in. 7 halves squared. 7 times 7 halves plus 8. You can use a calculator. to do all this, get the answer. You can do it by hand. But essentially, you will get the y value. When you combine all this together, your, again, y value when x is 7/2 is going to equal 81/4. So then your vertex is going to be 7/2 and 81/4.